Tons of technologies have been developed and has affected societies in both good and bad ways. Smartphones, iPods, and etc. have affected everyone, everywhere, since so many people own technology devices. If these devices are used badly, it might worsen a person's lifestyle. One change in their lifestyle could be lack of sleep. Around 100 years ago, people slept 20% more than they do now. This is probably because of the new technology that has been developed over this time. Many teenagers are affected by this condition, and quite a few of them owe that to technology. Dr. Lauren Hale of Stony Brook University Medical Center stated, "Over the last 50 years, we've seen how television viewing has grown to be a near constant before bed, and now we are seeing new information about technologies such as laptops, cell phones, video games, and music devices rapidly gaining the same status." Many experts have said that all of these many technologies have caused teenagers to get too little sleep. Dr. Polos had conducted an experiment with 40 people and learned that kids actually go to sleep 4 hours after their bedtime due to texting. Kids text around 33 times every night because every time one hears a text, they feel the urge to reply. From there, the texting cycle begins. This causes them to sleep way later than their bedtime. This is only one of the examples that causes teenagers to have problems sleeping and makes a lack of sleep a general problem in society. In order to make sure that sleep deprivation is not making too big of a toll on teenagers' health, they can use specific fitness tests concerning the lungs, the heart, and the muscles to see if they are healthy or not. To measure fitness using the lungs, one can measure their lung size. There are many different ways of measuring the lung size, but one easy way is to use the balloon test and measure the diameters of the balloons you blow into. Regular exercise will increase the size of the lungs, and smoking and inactivity will decrease it. Lung size affects how much oxygen you take in and how much air one can breathe in different situations. One can have more stamina if their lungs have a bigger lung volume. As well as that, one can send more oxygen to the cells in the body if they have a bigger lung capacity. You could use your heart rate as well. With exercise will be an improved cardiac output, which is the volume of blood that the heart pumps out in a ventricle per minute, and also improved stroke value, which is how much blood is pumped out of one ventricle with every beat. Muscles are an essential part of the body. They are important to moving, pumping blood throughout the body, and also have a role in breathing. The stronger these muscles are, the healthier the body is. Although technology is a cause of lack of sleep, there are many new technology developments to try and solve the problem. There are many technologies that have been developed to help one sleep. For example, there is a lamp that imitates the sun seeping through the curtains to gradually wake the person. There are other simpler technologies that have been created to help people sleep. For example, there are multiple applications that can be downloaded onto one's phone that loops noises like waves crashing or cats purring to help you to get to sleep. There are also many sleep manager applications that senses many different things. One sleep manager shows someone their sleeping cycle when the phone is placed on the bed to sense the different movements. There have been many different applications and tools developed to help people to improve their lifestyles. Lack of sleep is not the only lifestyle problem that is caused by technology. Although there are technologies that were created to help society and improve people's lives, some were also created not exactly for our well-being. Televisions, laptops, phones, tablets, and other technology devices have caused humans to sit behind a monitor for the most part of their day. This results in inactivity, lack of sleep, and a change in eating habits. Students use things like Twitter or Facebook while they could be doing something more productive like eating actual and healthy food or exercising. However, there are certain technologies that can improve one's life. There are general applications to improve the health of a society. For example, many fitness applications have been launched. Before tablets, smartphones, YouTube, and etc., one had to visit a gym or have a personal trainer to work out effectively. Now there are free and more convenient alternatives to going to the gym or hiring a personal trainer, due to all of these latest developments in technology. Also, there are certain applications where one can record the food and the calories they have eaten to keep track of what they eat and how much they are eating. This would definitely help in eating habits and would probably change many people's lifestyles. Lack of sleep is an important thing to look at since it affects so many lifestyles in so many societies. A teenager requires around 9 hours of sleep every day. However, these days, a teenager usually gets only 7 hours of the amount of sleep recommended. Sleep deprivation is a big problem in many countries and needs to be solved. Not only are teenagers deprived of their sleep, but adults as well. Some places have even modified school schedules to try to solve this problem with sleep deprivation. Insomnia was studied to be the cause of 7% of costly accidents and errors at workplaces. Around 274,000 accidents and errors were found to have happened as a result of insomnia every year. People's lifestyles in the U.S. society were affected greatly in many ways. One was that they became less productive and more tired generally. It also causes an unhappy environment in the country because of the lack of sleep. Therefore, the society becomes an unhappy and less productive community. Not only does this problem affect only people, but it affects the economy as well. In the US only, around $63.2 billion was used for expenses like hospital visits and services, prescriptions, and over-the-counter medication. Lack of sleep causes workers to become less productive and ends up costing around $2,280 per worker, ending up in a waste of 252.7 days. And lack of sleep is a problem that needs to be solved. Although it was caused by technology, it may also be able to be solved by technology. This is why technology plays such a big part in societies all around the world. It develops all kinds of new things and sometimes creates problems that we need to solve.